Our words are powerful. We think in words, we communicate in words, and we understand many things through words. That is why what we say to ourselves, what we say to others, and what others say about us defines a significant chunk of who we are. Whenever someone appreciates us, we feel that we have done something right. When someone criticizes or scolds us, we feel uncertain and doubt our actions. Knowingly and unknowingly, we agree to the words that surrounds us. We create agreements that either make us or breaks us. But we also have complete control over this. We can decide who we become, we can choose words we associate ourselves with, and we can determine what we say to others. We only need to know 4 things that will help us create the life we want. Are you excited? Let's begin. This video is based on a book I recently read, The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. This book talks about how we are influenced into creating many false and negative agreements or beliefs in ourselves and gives the solution to these problems, the 4 new agreements. Yes, all we need to do is understand these 4 agreements and implement it into our life to feel secure, happy, in control and successful. Even though I will introduce you to the 4 agreements talked about in this book, I highly recommend you to read this book. This book is incredible and you can gain new perspectives that we all can learn from. Read this book and share learnings in the comments, and also the link to buy this book is in the description below. For now, let's get back to the video. At the beginning of this video, we discussed that words play a critical role in shaping our life, and therefore we should use them responsibly for ourselves and for others. According to Cambridge Online Dictionary, the word impeccable means without any mistakes or faults, and that is what we need to do with our words. We need to make sure that we do not speak anything negative about ourselves and about others as much as we can. Our mind is like a fertile piece of land, and words are like seeds. Whatever we plant will readily grow. And if the same crop is grown repeatedly, the land slowly changes its compositions and now contains more minerals and microbes to support that specific type of plant. That's what happens with us too. The fertile land of mind takes in the seed of a particular energy or emotion. It does not matter if they are negative or positive. And if a particular type of seed gets planted repeatedly, we get accustomed to that energy and emotion, and it reflects in every aspect of our life. If someone has spent their childhood and teenage years in a poverty-stricken area, then it will be natural for that person to have a habit of surviving in scarcity and living dollar to dollar. That is called poverty mindset. However, we have also heard many rags to riches stories of people who have made it big, despite of being in the most unfavorable circumstances. But how does that happen? You may also have this question. Well, I said that any fertile land gets accustomed to a specific type of crop. But if we stop growing that crop and plant a new one, it will take time, but the soil will adapt to the new crop. We can change that by being flawless and impeccable with our words and making them positive. And that is what we need to do with our minds. Even if our minds are accustomed to the seeds of negativity, whatever we say to ourselves and others, it should be for betterment and appreciation, not out of negativity and hate. Whatever we say to ourselves and others will determine who we become. How would you feel if a teacher appreciated you for getting good grades in your school test? Naturally, you will feel great about it. We would go home and excitedly tell our parents about what the teacher said. While playing with our friends in the evening, we will tell them how the teacher appreciated us and proudly tell them about the high score on the test. On the other hand, when the teacher scolded us for misconduct, we would never be too excited to share it with our parents. And I'm sure we would not even have the thought of bragging about it to our friends. Why do you think there's a difference in the response? The people were the same, but the emotions behind the words were different. As children, we did not understand these concepts, but now that we do, let's dive in to understand more. We cannot control what others say to us. We cannot change a person's intention behind doing something. all we can do is not take anything personally. Yes, whether it is good or bad, we should not take anything personally because other people's word also impact us. If we want to control and drive our lives, we only need to let our empowering words dominate the soil of our mind. But how can we not take anything personally? It is simple. You only need to practice one action, that is gratitude. If someone appreciates us and praises us, we need to give them a genuine thanks for recognizing us and our work. If someone criticizes us for something, we need to thank them for the feedback and then reflect if we can bring any improvement or change, or if that criticism was just out of negativity. The start may feel intimidating, but with time it will become a habit and it will become natural. Have you ever made assumptions? Have you ever thought that something might be true without really thinking it over? The most probable answer is yes. Whether it is as simple as saying it will rain in the afternoon on a sunny morning, or as serious as saying the company will fail without seeing their balance sheet. It all seems simple and unimportant, but assumptions can create massive change. An assumption can create rumors and lies can spread all around, all because someone in some corner of the world assumed that something must be true. Let's continue with the example of the teacher and student. When a teacher appreciates us, we feel that the teacher thinks highly about us and we feel happy. But the high scores on the test may have been a miscalculation. When the teacher scolds us, we feel that we are not good enough. But it may be possible that a teacher has saw only half the picture of the situation and misjudged who was at fault. There are many possibilities and combinations that we can use to derive the truth. But if we make one simple change of not making any assumption and believe something if it is true, we will stash out a lot of burden. We will feel liberated of the unnecessary mental power wastage, and if we not take anything personally, we will not assume anything about other people's opinions and not let them become the words that echo synonymously with our existence. Whenever you do something, you need to give your 100% dedication and commitment to that. If you know that you have tried your best and given your best, you will stay confident and put on your path, no matter what other people think. If you knew that you have not misbehaved and gave your 100% commitment on finishing some work instead of playing pranks in the class, you will oppose the teacher's scolding and won't let it affect your confidence. But if you also knew that you did not study and got good grades, you will not feel content. You will somewhere within yourself feel the void of doubt, and that is highly harmful for your self-confidence. Therefore, whenever you do something, you know that you have given your best regardless what the results are. And you will not let any criticism or appreciation affect your confidence and commitment. These are the 4 new agreements you need to make with yourself. Start by dominating the soil of your mind with positivity. Don't take any opinions personally. And don't make assumptions about other people or things. These 4 agreements can save you a lot of mental energy that you can direct towards your passion for finding fulfillment in life and succeeding. That's all for the video. Share in the comments below which of the 4 agreements you liked the most. Do like this video and do subscribe to my channel. Also, share this video so that we all can learn and grow together. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.